Welcome back, lads. In this video I'm going to be breaking down exactly how UEFN works, the layout, the tools, and how you can start building maps right away. Stay tuned. So from the last video we downloaded UEFN, so go back to the last video. You should be on to your right of your screen now. There should be a nice playlist. Go back there and download UEFN. So after you've downloaded it, you'll see a screen like this. What we're going to come do is we're going to go to the island template and we're going to make a blank template here. So we're going to come down, we're going to go to the project name, we're going to name it. Just going to name it tutorial or tut123. Also you're going to name it whatever you want your map to be or your game to be. So right here you can see I've got zombie rush. It can be whatever you want, whatever you're doing. So come here to blank. Obviously if you want you can choose any of these other ones, but for learning I recommend just choosing a blank template. So you can actually learn fully how to make a landscape, how to actually sculpt these instead of just using the base layout. If anything, this is the best one to use. So use a blank template so it's just nice and fresh. Click create. Alright, so we're going to be going in just the basics of the tools. We're not going to be going in depth on anything. So if you want more in-depth tutorials, look into the playlist right now on your right. You should see some other videos I've done. Click which one that you think fits your needs. If you're really just starting out and you've just downloaded UEFN, you have no idea, you're a complete beginner, this is the video you want to watch. Don't watch any others, please just watch this. It goes over the absolute bare minimum of what you need without being confusing. So right now, forget everything you're seeing on the screen. So all of this, just throw it away. Like literally just take out your head, throw it in the bin. You want to focus on the top left here. So follow my cursor. You want to focus on the top left here. Okay, so these 4 buttons for right now you want to focus on. Just get nice and familiar with these buttons here, and everything else will sort of click into place when you learn it. So as you can see here, we have select object, which is Q. It's Q, W, E, R for the shortcuts. So W here, E and R. So you have select objects, you have select and translate objects, select and rotate objects, and select and scale objects. So some of these it's self-explanatory, but you want to, for example, for select objects, you're just selecting the object. We can select these 4 panels here, these grids, and we can just backspace on those if we wanted to, like so. If you want to bring it back, you can come up here and undo, or you can click Ctrl Z, whichever one's best. Same with here, you can come and click these and delete them. It's just pretty much selecting and deleting assets. You have select and translate objects, which is moving objects along the Y and X axis. So up here, look, as you can see, select and translate, and now we have these arrows here where we can move objects around. You can move it up, move it down, whatever. So if you look into the middle here, you see that ball. If you hold that ball in the middle, you can just move it pretty much anywhere on the axis at once. I normally just use these because it's more accurate where you want to place it. So let's say I wanted to place it, right there. Instead of using this here, you're better off just moving it like so, like that. As you can see, now it's in that corner. Make sure it's on the actual floor, like so. And then you have here, select and rotate objects. At the top here, yet again, this top left corner. So you notice how right now, none of this matters. Just notice how none of this matters. Just focus on this. And here you can select and rotate objects, so it shows the degrees from where you're rotating it, as so. Like let's say right now, this is not on the corner nicely. Maybe you want this back bit here to line up with this line. You can use this, and there you go. Then you have this next one, select and scale object, which should be self-explanatory really. You're scaling objects up, like so. Just going to make it wider, longer, and depending on the object you're using, it will be different. It will scale differently. So like right now, if we came here, so this is the content drawer here. So this is where you're going to access the assets for Fortnite. So if you're wondering in Creative 1.0, you have the phone and you're flying around with the phone in your hand, and you can open the settings and then you have all the prefabs and everything. With UEFN, it's a little bit different. So you're going to come down here to the content drawer, open it up like this, and this is your project this is your project folder here. So I didn't end up naming it tutorial 123. I think it just, because I selected another island, it messed up a bit. But this will be what you named your project. And then here you'll have Fortnite, the Fortnite folder, which has all of the Fortnite assets inside. So if we then want to come here and we want to type in bin, we have loads of certain bins we can use in our world. Obviously you need to be creative to build some nice maps, but you know, this is an example. So let's say you wanted to have this here, just drag it out. So look, notice how I just literally hold it, left click, and I just drag it. Boom. So then you can take this, scale it, like so. And now we've got like a nice big arcade. You could then click on this, click Control C, which copies it, and then V, which pastes it, and then it'll be inside it. And as you can see, CD, CD, as you can see, it's copying here. So Control C, which copies, V, which pastes, and then you have like a little mini arcade here now. So if you're wondering right now, I haven't actually explained this, how I'm moving around in the map. As you can see, I'm running around and moving. So left click is selecting objects and moving it around. You're using left click. If you hold down, as you can see with my cursor in the middle, if you hold down right click, you notice how it disappears. Look, do it again. Look at my cursor in the middle. If I right click, it disappears, and then I'm able to use WASD to then move around the map. And then if you use your scroll wheel, you can make your camera view faster or slower. So if I'm right now and I scroll up, as you can see, it's going faster. If I scroll down, it's going slower. So you can also come up here and you can set the camera speed up here as well. You can set the speed scaler so you can go crazy fast, or you can just use this to go down, and then I literally can't move. Look how slow I'm going. Obviously, I just use a scroll wheel. So right now, I'll just go up on the scroll wheel. As you can see, literally see at the top here, it changes. The number changes, and then there you go, you're flying around. So that's how you move around and make yourself faster or slower. Obviously, you're going to want to go slow if you want to see a little bit of detail and do whatever you need to do with that. So that is pretty much the basics of what you need to know to begin with. Just get in right now, go mess around with stuff, click it, move it around, anything. Just get in, do it, come to the content drawer here, and come here, click items or whatever you want to do. As you can see, you can come here, have a little run through of anything you want. You can have prefabs here, so if you want Anarchy Acres prefabs, you have a full stables very easily, as you can see. You can move around the stables, or you can move around certain objects on the stable. So that's a bit more of simplified tutorial on the tools and just the layout of UEFN. Don't get overwhelmed by what you're seeing. Like I said, just focus on the top left here and focus on the content drawer to just mess around with some assets. Like right now, like if I was learning, I'll just come take this and just like, I don't know, just like mess around with it. Try and make something with it, I guess. Try and make it like position here, so it's like a ramp on these sections. But I'll show you what I mean. So I'll do something like this, where you're kind of like messing around with all the angles, like so. Moving it down. Because you just want to get used to the actual way these things work before you jump into anything harder. So this is what I mean, just jump in and just mess around with it. Try and make stuff look alright. I'm obviously not going to sit for ages doing this, but you get the point. Do stuff like this, and once you feel comfortable with these tools that I've shown here, so once you feel comfortable with navigating the content drawer, once you feel comfortable with using these top left tools here, these four, so Q, W, E and R, once you're comfortable with using these, you just kind of mess around with some assets. Hop on to the next video, we're going to go a little bit more in depth with landscaping and that sort of thing. So good job, get your ass into UEFN and have some fun.